Well, I was pretty young when the Lord first came to my life. I was about 19 years old, and I was full of so much grief and rage. If I could describe it in one word, it was just complete hopelessness. Being so distraught that I would try to do so much heroin hoping that it would make me overdose, and then I would wake up like on my mom's bathroom floor in my own vomit, and then so mad that I was still alive, feeling robbed. And this God that everybody had always told me about, I just hated him, because how could he be good and let me go through all of these horrible things that had happened in my life? But thank God it didn't have to stay like that. Whenever I talk to somebody that doesn't understand Absolute or like why I'm here, I always explain it to them in this way. I always tell them that like Absolute gives me a place that I can safely apply all the tools that God has given me and the tools I lived in rehab while like being in a limited structure kind of environment. So what I've been doing is like walking, figuring it out. You guys walk alongside me, and I keep applying these things, and the end goal is that those aren't just things that I know. By the end, they are who I am. I just love that, because what has happened in my life, like I would have never imagined that I would be able to walk alongside other women as they go through their journey of recovery as a leader at Celebrate Recovery or any of that stuff. And you guys have given me a safe place, people to rely on, a community that loves me as I continue to walk and allow God to show me who I'm called to be. Well, the biggest thing that I would say is to prayerfully consider what your next steps are, and to allow the spiritual leadership that God has already placed in your life to guide you. Mm-hmm. Because most of my walk, I think what delayed my deliverance was my lack of willingness to let the people that God placed in my life tell me what they thought was God's will. Over the years, I continued to push that away, and I would suffocate spiritually. And then I would slide back into what I always knew, which was death and destruction. And God would lovingly chase me down and resurrect me again. And until I decided to let them guide me, I was never able to be fully free. And I really feel like I live a free life. Well, since I've been here, I mean, the Lord has literally like shown off. Choosing to leave everything I knew behind to come here because I knew that it was what God was calling me to do, like drastic supernatural blessings and stretching.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that's happened, when I first came here, my mother wouldn't speak to me and wouldn't let me speak to my daughter. And now, after all these months, we have a radically healed relationship. She calls me just to tell me about her day and wants to send me pictures of, like today, she's sending me pictures of the new basketball shoes she bought my daughter, and just, she loves me. And that wasn't a thing. She couldn't stand the sound of my voice for many, many years. And it's only because of the Spirit of God working in her heart while I've been here being obedient that has happened. I have done a lot of different inpatient, outpatient. I even participated in a program in Idaho that's pretty similar to Absolute, but it lacked so many things. And what I would say about Absolute is that it's the full package. It addresses every aspect that we really need to be able to not just survive, but thrive in a life of recovery and a relationship with Jesus. The accountability is extremely hard for some people, but it's the greatest part of the program, and it's not like anything else. It really addresses, like I said, every aspect. To me, Absolute is the perfect aftercare to anybody that's coming out of an inpatient rehab.